Hey Pats, this is India, and welcome to a new episode of PATS TV Extra. Today we have Tamia's cancer story, DJ's life update, and Layla with her trip to Memphis. We also have a juggling tutorial part 2, and a little education on Pan-Africanism. We also have Sharnavia with the update on the Spelling Bee play. And we also have Amari with her dog Carmen.
Hi, my name is Tamia Boone, and this is my cancer story. I was born on August 20th, 2004 at Fort Bragg Womack Army Medical Center in Fayetteville, North Carolina. At age 2, my father got stationed in Germany, so we packed up and moved to Germany. One day, in Germany, my mom noticed a tumor and quickly took me to the hospital. After running a bunch of tests, I was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma on September 15, 2006. Rhabdomyosarcoma is a type of cancerous tumor that is formed in tissues such as children's muscles. My cancer made me lose all my hair and hospitalized while taking chemotherapy overseas. Chemo was helping me become stronger and help stop the spread of cancer cells. I was doing great, my hair was slowly growing back, and on April 15, 2007, I finished chemotherapy, which means I beat cancer and was released from the hospital to go home and finally be a kid. But sadly, my cancer relapsed on January 16, 2008 when I was 3 years and 4 months old, and this time it hit harder than the first. It caused me to lose my hair all over again and a bunch of swelling to my face. After many rounds of chemotherapy, on February 15, 2009, I beat cancer again for the final and last time. Me, my mom, and my younger brother moved to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to be closer to my new hospital, Children's of Alabama Hospital, and to get my family support. I started kindergarten at age 4 with no hair and got bullied a lot, but as time grew, my hair eventually grew back and I was getting stronger. Now I'm 16 years old in 11th grade and I have been in remission for 12 years, and I'm much more stronger and healthier than before.
Now, I got y'all fools this time.
Hey, what's good, PATS TV? It's Infamous DJ, and I'm currently at work right now. So, during my spring break, I had a birthday photo shoot. So, I ain't never made no intro for it, but I'ma drop some pictures. Put some pictures up here for my photo shoot. I hope y'all like them. And I also started doing boxing, so I'm putting a little clip in here of me boxing. I hope Coach Mr. Brent don't get mad, but I mean, it's boxing, so let's get into it. Let's go. I'm finna show y'all. So, y'all just seen the pictures a few seconds ago. Hopefully y'all like them. Make sure you go follow my Instagram, InfamousDJ335. I should have made an intro to this during my spring break, but I was too busy, turning up. But so I'm putting my boxing videos. It's 22 seconds, not that bad, but because I started boxing when I was 16. I just started back boxing because now I'm 18. But I'm gonna show y'all them clips, and then we'll just 122-second clip, and that's gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoy that clip.
Got a body too. Got a body too. Bounce it back like Garcia said, Matthew.
So, y'all seen the box video, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I got them things, you know what I'm saying? But that's in the video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Y'all make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Y'all make sure y'all tell Mr. Brent to play my video on all platforms, on all TV channels, on every TV in Hillcrest High School. Cause I can be a YouTuber. But Kyla, say goodbye to the project video. Say bye. Say bye. Okay. Say what?
Guys, happy spring break. I will be traveling, so I will be vlogging around and showing y'all what I do.
I don't want to leave you alone. You gotta make me change my mind.
I really hope you enjoyed this video. Layla Coleman signing out.
Hey Pats, last time I saw you, I taught you how to juggle 3 balls. Once you've mastered 2 balls, you can move on to 3. With these 3 balls, you just do exactly what you were doing with 2 balls, but with an added hand continued. So you go dominant, non-dominant, dominant, repeated over and over again. This time, I'm going to teach you how to juggle 4. The first step to learning 4-ball juggling is to start with 2-ball juggling in one hand. I recommend starting with your dominant hand because that'll probably be the most comfortable to you. The easiest way to juggle 2 balls in one hand is to throw them from inside to out like this. There are other ways, but I find this the most simple. The next step is to switch to your non-dominant hand. This is usually the most difficult step for beginners, but it's just the same as you did for your dominant hand, but reversed. So you go from the inside out still, but you're doing it with your non-dominant hand. Once you can do both of these steps 50 times or so, you're probably ready to move on to combining these 2. Once you've completed the previous 2 steps, you're almost ready to begin combining them. Now there's a few things you need to know before you start that though. With 4-ball juggling, the balls never actually cross each other, and your hands are just doing 2 separate things, the things that you just learned. The next thing you need to know is that there are 2 different types of 4-ball juggling, synchronous and asynchronous. This video will focus on asynchronous 4-ball juggling, which looks like this. Now it's time to combine everything you've learned and juggle 4 balls. So first, you will start with your dominant hand throwing the ball up. Watch this ball and watch it until it reaches its peak. Then throw the ball in your non-dominant hand. Again, watching it till it reaches its peak. Follow this pattern and just continue throwing balls, like this. I like that. Just do the 2 steps where you juggle with one hand. Don't do that. You just do exactly what you were doing with, not that, don't do that. And asynchronous. Well, now I'm 3-ball juggling. Synchronous and asynchronous. That's not asynchronous.
Yes, this is the ghetto. Showing up now.
Hello, this is DeQuinte Robinson, and today I will be talking to you about the history and the future of Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is an ideology that started in the Western Hemisphere, ironically because many would believe that it started in Africa. But the ideology is that all Africans across the globe, whether you're an African in America, whether you're an African in Europe, whether you're an African in Asia, whether you're an African on the continent of Africa, we are all a part of one family. There were many Pan-African leaders, but the most well-known of those leaders were Martin Delany, Alexander Cromwell, Edward Wilmot Blotting, Kwame Nkrumah, Amos Wilson, John Henry Clark, Louis Latimer, Patrice Lumumba, Stokely Carmichael, also known as Kwame Ture, and lastly but certainly not least, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Marcus Garvey was born on August 17, 1787 in Jamaica. He found his first work printing. In 1914, he came across Booker T. Washington's book, Up from Slavery, and it changed his life forever. He began to ask himself questions like, where's the black man's government? Where's the king to his kingdom? Where's his president, his ambassador, his men of big affairs? And it was then that he decided that he would help to make them. Later in that year, he launched the Universal Negro Improvement Association, also known as the UNIA. The motto was one aim, one God, and one destiny. It committed to establish race pride and establish brotherhood among all African people. In 1916, he came to the U.S. It was in Harlem, New York that he began the first UNIA branch in the U.S. Garvey envisioned the UNIA establishing an import and export business, restaurants, and many other businesses. He launched a newspaper weekly called The Negro World. In 1920, they organized the first International Conference of Negro Peoples in Harlem, a parade. Garvey was there proclaimed the Provisional President of Africa. However, due to jealousy and animosity from many African American leaders, among those being W.E.B. Du Bois, Garvey was deported. Du Bois later apologized to Garvey's family. Garvey was once asked, "What do you identify as?" And he said, "I would never give up a continent for a country." Although Pan-Africanism has slowly declined after Garvey's death, I believe it can be revitalized. Garvey once said the biggest weapon used against the Negro is disorganization. I'm going to leave you with two quotes about organization. Marcus Garvey once said, "A people without knowledge of themselves are like a tree without roots." Stokely Carmichael once said, "If you organize a little, you get a little done. If you organize some, you get some done. If you don't organize at all, you get nothing done."
This is a disclaimer to all viewers that everyone in this video are taking COVID safety precautions and wearing their masks. Please stay 6 feet apart and wear your mask.
Hello, PATS TV. I'm Sharnavia Kennedy, your PATS TV reporter, and today I will be covering the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee play performance. I will also be interviewing a few cast members and showing you rehearsal footage. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Hi, my name is Luke Hamner, and I play Chip Tolentino in the play.
Hi, my name is Bella Marshall, and in the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, I am playing a past champion and member of Leaf's family.
Hi, my name is Abigail Kazaya. I'm a junior, and I'm playing Marcy Park in our production of the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
My name is Maria Jackson. I am a part of the ensemble for the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Hello, my name is Ryan Brewer, and I play the part of Dan Dad.
Well, how would you describe your character, personality-wise?
So my character is like a typical 13-year-old. He gets angry like kind of quick, and then he has a lot of tumultuous stuff that happens in the bee, and he's just really focused on winning. My character, my castmates have told me, is actually a lot like myself, so that's fun to play a character that's kind of like myself.
Marcy is very rigid. She's good at everything she does, and she's extremely confident that she is going to win. So come see what happens.
My character, he is one of the two gay fathers of Logan Schwartz and Gribinier. He is very flamboyant and very supportive of his daughter.
Tell me your favorite play you performed in and why.
My favorite play that I've ever done was actually another show that we did at Hillcrest. It was a couple of years ago. We did Shrek the Musical, and I was Teen Fiona or Middle Fiona, depending on what you call her. It was just an incredibly fun show. We had a large ensemble, and I just had a great time backstage. The people in that play were really nice.
My favorite play that I've performed in is Into the Woods, which is the show that Hillcrest did last year, and I played the part of Little Red Riding Hood, and it was one of the first really big leads I've gotten to play, and so that was really fun. And yeah.
My favorite show that I've done definitely has to be The Wizard of Oz. It was actually my very first show that I did here at Hillcrest, and I loved doing that show because it taught me a lot of lessons that allowed me to learn how to develop not only myself personally, but understand the inner workings of the theater and how to make sure that a show is put on to the fullest extent.
The entire cast has worked extremely hard putting together performances full of too hard to spell words and also a lot of jokes.
Thank you, Dad.
You can't comfort these damn kids. I just want to beat them up a little. They know that pain comes in degrees. And this is nothing. It's nothing, you little freak.
Well, it should. And it should say, I speak 6 languages. Every language easy.
Break, snack, break, chocolate chip cookies, brownies, all for $1. Anyone?
God, we love the way you grew since you were born. Olive, we couldn't be prouder. Please let me say it one time louder.
So, if you could play any other character in a play, what would you play?
I probably want to play Logan Schwarzenegger, which is actually who Valerie plays, because the lisp would be really fun to do because the character talks with a lisp, and Woe Is Me is a really fun song to sing as well.
I would love to play Mitch Mahoney because I feel like that role would push me past what I would mostly see as my capabilities. I have a really big, bubbly personality, so for me to kind of be able to play someone who has a more harder slash, not aggressive, but a more tougher outer shell, then I feel like it would push me a little bit harder to kind of work on character development and understanding.
Okay, so what's your favorite part in the play you working in right now?
So my favorite part is definitely my solo song, which is called My Unfortunate Distraction, because I get to walk around the audience and I throw candy at people, and I just have a really fun time just walking around and interacting with people.
I think my favorite part of this play is kind of the improv aspect of it, because we have like 4 people that are from the audience, you know, so it's like different every single time we do it, and I think it's really fun to get to like change it up every time, so it's not always exactly the same.
Well, this performance was a showstopper one. I enjoyed it all, but it's sad to say that it had to end. I'm Sharnavia Kennedy, signing out with PATS TV.
Hello, my name is Amari Dixon, and I have made this video to tell you all about my dog, Carmen.
Carmen was adopted on March 5th, 2014. She's at least 7 to 8 years old. Since then, she has been a valued member of the family. When she's outside, Carmen can be quite noisy. She'll usually bark at a neighborhood cat. That is, unless she wants to be let inside. Carmen has many toys to play with, though it's rare to see her playing with them by herself. You usually have to pick one up in order for her to even bite at it. Last year, Carmen had gotten really sick. She had to be taken to the vet while I was at school. Carmen ended up having surgery, so my mom and I had to make sure she took her medicine and her stitches were kept clean. After a month, Carmen had returned to her old self. I was relieved because I didn't expect her to get sick. Carmen has kept us company while we were stuck at home due to COVID, and I couldn't have asked for a better friend.
This has been India with your PATS TV.